Okay then. I know some of you are getting a little bit fed up with the old Traxxas, the T-Max Will It Run videos. To be honest, I was so engrossed. I've been having so much fun doing them, making them. Not just actually mending them and getting them going, but making the videos themselves. It's just been great fun. One every day for the past 2 weeks has been a video, which means I have been, although you haven't been actually seeing the video that I filmed on that day, I have been out here every single day doing that, and so it's been bloody fun and it's tiring. However, I know some of you are getting fed up with them all in one bloody row. You've definitely made that clear. There is some more to do. And also I want to get through them for the person that I'm doing them for, because, well, don't want them hanging around forever, and obviously they need to be moved on. So, but anyway, because I've been doing that, I put my own stuff to the side. Well, not so long ago, Mr. James Hubble, a channel member, sent me this little box, and in this little box is everything I need to get my Kyosho P10, my Pure 10 Alpha, up and running again. It should be, because what I've done, I lost the little, there's like a little metal thing that goes in the diff that pushes the brakes and everything, the brake pads apart. I lost it when I took it apart to mend the diff, and I also lost the drive shaft somehow. But I lost the drive shafts when I was a kid. They've been lost for 20 odd years. But anyway, now we've got wheels, which I also lost. There's a diff. We've got some wheels, the actual genuine rally wheels for the car, which I lost years ago. And there's all the drive shafts and other bits and bobs that I need. So without any more waffling and talking crap, let's mend my own car for a change. I know, it's been 2 weeks since I mended my own car, but let's get this Pure 10 Alpha up and running. I can't bloody wait. It's got a receiver in it, I've got a transmitter, everything's ready to go, apart from the bits I've just explained. Excuse me, frog in my throat. Anyway, let's go. So, I've forgotten what it's like to work on my own car. I've forgotten what it's bloody like. This thing, it was the nuts when it used to run, and it probably still is. So what do we need to do first? Let's take off these wheels. All these wheels have got to come off, but for now I'm just going to take off the back ones, because what I'm going to do is give me a whole diff look. What he's done, I'll tell you what he's done. I've already told you, but I'll tell you again, right? Bloody, I'll tell you what he's done. Look, just give me all that. That's the bit I lost. That little bit there, that's the bit that I lost. That's the bit that I need, and that's the bit that I lost. So this is all complete. So literally all I have to do is bolt this on, and I've got drive shafts. This looks brand new as well. Jesus bloody Mary. This is brand new. It's not even second hand, I don't think, unless he's cleaned it exceptionally well. That old James Hubble, he's a hidden gem, that bloke. A hidden bloody gem. Anyway, let's take these wheels off then. In here, old Johnny boy, should be, oh my giddy, aren't the sellotape stuck everywhere? Get off. In here, what have we got? We got a thing, another thing. Ah, I got that. Yes. Hold on, I have got one. That's my old one, but I lost the little collet off the end on my one. I took it out, I took it off, I put it somewhere, and that somewhere has now disappeared. But I've got another one. Oh my Gideon. Can't believe it. Absolutely blown away. Them things there, need them. body posts, because I've got 2 for the back and 1 for the front. I've lost 1. He's given me 1. Oh, he's given me more than 1. Holy Mother of Nazareth. He's given me 4. So I've got 3 spares. Oh my God. Thank you very much indeed. Right. And what else we got in here? And 2 drivable shafts. Now we need drivable shafts, because without drivable shafts we can't do any driving, believe it or not. I've got the 2 front ones, but as I already explained, when I was a younger version of me in my bedroom, when I lived with mother and father, I used to take my Nitro cars apart on my bed, believe it or not, and I'd put like a little blanket on the bed sheets, on the duvet, you know, little blanket. A lot of the time I still go over the blankets, or go past the blanket, and end up taking stuff apart, and yeah, get oil and stuff on the bed sheets, and you know. But yeah, I did have a shed outside. I had a shed outside that my dad built for me, but I didn't really take Nitro cars out there. Took the motorbikes and that, obviously, were out there, and I used to work on them out there. But Nitro cars, I used to always play around with in my bedroom. I know. Anyway, and this one, when the rear diff stripped out, I took it apart on my bed, and God only knows what happened to the drive shafts. And they're probably still there for all I know. So what do we need to take off? Yeah, it's literally just those screws, isn't it, if I remember correctly. Let's get the screwing driver. You can't see up there, can you? Why can't you see up there? Do I have to turn it upside down like that? Right. Fair enough. Now it's all of these. That one. Got to familiarise myself with it again. I have got in a toolbox somewhere the foam bumper for it, but I preferred putting the plastic one on at the time. You see, this is still set up as I built it when I was a younger version of me. How old was a younger version of me? I genuinely can't remember. Probably I would have been... No, I don't know for sure. I think I would have been 12 or 13 when I put this together. I think. I really don't know. I really haven't got a... Oh no, I thought I snapped it off then. I really don't know. I've got to undo these ones as well. But anyway, I was a younger version of me. So this is, you know, how it was, and it comes as a magazine. I know a lot you lot all know all about this already, and I know a lot of you know how these came. They come in a magazine kit, and they cost twice as much as they would have done if you was to just buy it as a ready to run. A lot of people seem to say that these never came as a ready to run, and I have not got any proof of whether they did or they didn't. But I do seem to remember seeing this in the model shop, which was JD Models or DJ Models at the time in Rayleigh, as a ready to run in a box. But I might be wrong, because as we all know, when you get older, your memories from childhood do become somewhat what's the word, distorted, I suppose. Oh, bloody, I've undone all the screws, but how does this... I've forgotten how this comes apart now. Oh, right. Oh, right, Johnny boy. Oh, yeah. Got to undo them ones as well. But yeah, so anyway. I know you proper geeks will tell me, no, or yes, it did, I don't know. But everyone so far has always just said, no, it didn't come as a ready to run, it was only a kit, it was only the magazine, it was a special one, I don't know. Probably not. I've got all the magazines as well, up in the loft, in a complete mess, with all the Dirt Bike Rider magazines as well. Remember Dirt Bike Rider? Those of you that ride dirt bikes. Dirt Bike Rider magazine was the magazine to have back then, and I was in it. I was in it. I was in an not an episode, what do they call it for a book or a magazine? It's not an episode, is it? It's a, what is it? No, what? I can't bloody think what it is. It's not an episode, is it? For a book or a magazine, it's a, oh, come on, you lot, don't let me struggle. You're properly letting me struggle here, and I don't know what it is. Ah, it'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, I was in one of them because we entered a competition. Well, my mum and dad entered for me. And then we forgot all about it. And then we got a phone call randomly, because back then there was no mobile phones. We didn't have mobile phones. This is 2007. Didn't have mobile phones. But we had a landline. And the landline rang. And my dad answered. And he said hello. And they said, "You've won the competition." And they said, and he said, "We hadn't entered no competitions. What are you on about? Must be one of those scams." And they went, "No, you did." And I think, I don't know for sure, but I think from memory, he shouted out to me mum, "Did we enter any competitions?" And then she was like, "Oh yeah, that one for Dirt Bike Rider we did." And yeah, we won. And I won a little dirt bike, a little Husqvarna dirt bike. I was young. But yeah, and we had to go to Colchester, the Husqvarna dealership in Colchester. A long way for us, a long way. It was a whole day trip. And to pick it up. And they took photographs outside the dealership with us, and had to shake hands with the chief Husqvarna man and all that kind of stuff. And yeah. So I was in an episode of Dirt Bike Rider magazine in 2007. I can't remember the month. September springs to mind, but I can't remember exactly. But yeah, man, that was great. And I kept that little motorbike. I rode it, and I kept it for years until I moved out, and I really needed some money. I really needed money, and so I sold it really cheap, and I bloody regret selling it, man, because that's a piece of history for me. Memories. Plus I sold it stupidly cheap. I should never have sold it at all, let alone for that cheap. But yeah, how do we get that off there then? Oh, just like that. It was a cock. You're all shouting at the screen. Does this bloke even know what he's doing? The answer is no. No, Johnny boy. No. Sorry? What's that? Where's Perfect Pete? I don't bloody know where Perfect Pete is. I know where Johnny Boy is. Johnny Boy's right here. Don't know who he is, mind you, but I know where he is. Right, let's put this on here. That goes on there. Like that. Can you see that? That's absolutely brilliant. Oh, I've got all the screws in the bottom of it. I've got to take them out. I've even got screws, so I haven't got to use the old ones that are in it. I've got brand new screws. I don't know, man. This just looks... He's either cleaned this up better than it would have looked when it was new, or this is new, because this is unbelievable. Can you see it? I mean, just hold it, hang on. Yep, definitely not dreaming. But this is unbelievable. I can't wait to get this going. I can't wait to get it going. Yes. That goes there like that. Brakes, pads and everything's all intact. Can't believe that one piece I lost and that messed the whole thing up. One little bit. One bit I lost. And that was it. That was the end of the game. That was the end of the... Ah! That's come out now. Right. Come on, mate. Come on. What are you doing to me? Eh? What are you doing? Bloody thing. Let's get the old... let's get the old iron fingers. We should be able to jam that in there like that. Am I the only one that likes jam on toast? Apparently it's weird. I don't think it's weird. I really like jam on toast. But apparently it's a weird thing to have on toast, jam. I don't see why, really. But I quite enjoy a bit of jam on toast. Where's the... There. Put these screws in here. Cool. This is going to be well good. So, please leave in the comments, you lot. All these T-Maxes that, you know, have you been enjoying it? Because I've been thoroughly enjoying doing them, but please accept my apologies if I've bored you to death, a lot of you. I mean, I realise that it might not be all your cup of teas, and I realise that there might be too many of them in a row. I think I've forgotten to put that bloody thing on again. Oh, I forgot that last time, didn't I? What a cock. But I've been so engrossed in doing them, and just loving it, I hadn't really thought about, you know, there's a saying, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Maybe that's what's happened. Too much of a good thing. Is it a good thing though? I don't know. You tell me. But I've forgotten to put this in, so bear with me while I do a bit of jiggery pokery and hopefully try and get that in there. Might have to loosen these screws a little bit. I always forget them little bits. Do you know what? Is it just me? When I'm putting diffs in and things like that, it's always these little holdy bits that go in these little places that I forget. And I do all the screws up, and I'm like, that don't seem right. And then I realise that I've forgotten to put a bit in, you know, one of these little holdy bits that we're just putting in now. Is it just me? Probably. It's got to be just me. I mean, no one else would forget, would they? Do that one up. Then we'll do this one up. There's definitely a better way of doing this, and I can definitely hear you shouting down the screen. But there's, you know, there's a problem with that. There's a big problem with that, right? I don't care. I just don't care. I mean, I've tried my very best to care, but it's just not there. I mean, it's just not there. I'm missing 2 screws, but I got my own, so that's all right. Yeah, it's just not there, you know. So I just don't care. The way that I'm doing it is the way I'm doing it. And it's probably the only way, really. I mean, unless you take it apart all the way, but I ain't doing that. Put that in there. Oh no, it's fallen out. That's not very good, is it? You can go back in there, you. We'll use one of these screws to hold that in. Don't know what it's for. I just found it there, but we'll put that in there. It's got a bit of dirt in it, but yeah, it'll be alright. Do you know what the weird thing is? The thing that I'm most excited about is the wheels. Because I was so gutted. I thought I had my original wheels. I thought I put them in the toolbox, and I thought they've been in there for the past 20 years, but it turns out they weren't, because they're not in there. And I've looked everywhere. And I think I've forgotten to put the bloody... Yeah, I did. I forgot to put the pins in that hold the bloody axles together. So, right, I'm not going to bore you with that. Back in a minute. Right, sorry about that. I was too busy. I'm going to blame it on you lot again. I mean, it's all your fault. It's always your fault. I was too busy talking to you lot, and I forgot to put that together. But anyway, now all we've got to do is put the suspensions together. I'll take that off of there. That little thing, bloody hell, it's all come apart, look. That little thing goes on there. Where the bloody hell does that go? I don't know where that goes. I don't know. It goes somewhere, but I don't know where. Johnny Boy, do you know where that goes? Even Johnny Boy don't know where that goes. And the other one hasn't got one, but it just fell out somewhere. Let's have a look on this other one here. Oh, right. Well, that don't help much. I don't know where that goes. Oh, I know what that is. You cock. I know what it is, don't worry, I know what it is. It goes on there. I'm thinking, bloody, where does that go? What is that for? I know. It's alright. Stop panicking. I've told you before not to panic. But don't listen to me and you keep panicking. So we'll put that through there like that. It goes in there, look. It's like a little like bush thing that sort of pads it out. Happy days. Don't you think it's funny when something like that happens? Like you take something apart and all of a sudden something just falls out and you think, where's that come from? What's that bloody look like? Where's that go? And you can't work it out for the life of you. Sometimes you just leave it out and everything's fine. Other times you leave it out, put everything together, like if it's a clutch or something like that, you know, you leave it out, you put everything together, it doesn't work. And you're like, what the bloody... And then you're like, that must be what that little bit of metal's for, or that little bit of whatever, or that screw, or that space, or that washer. Yes, I can't be the only one. If I am the only one, I'll be bloody happy about it. Well, that goes in there. Can you see? Can you see? I think you can. The question is, do you want to see? I mean, probably not. I mean, you know, you probably don't. You're probably thinking, what the bloody hell is this knobhead doing, you know? What is he doing? Why is he doing that for? Why is he doing this? And the answer that I give you is I don't know. I just don't know, you know? I don't. I don't know. If I knew... Oh, well that ain't very good, is it? If I knew why I do what I do, well, I'd better tell you. Right, let's put the wheels on. This is the most exciting bit, or one of the most exciting bits, because these wheels, look at them, proper original rally wheels and tyres, as they were back then. I was so gutted when I lost mine. I can't find them anywhere. And these ones look brand new. Again, either that or he's cleaned them up bloody jolly good. Probably. I'll tell you what, Mr. James Hubble, he's a channel member, right? Channel member. You can be a channel member if you want to be, but he is. And he comes across to me as being a very clean and tidy person, because everything he's ever sent me has been absolutely pristine, to the point where I just think to myself, how does someone get things that clean and pristine, you know? Absolutely. Even brand new things don't look bloody as clean and pristine as a lot of the stuff what he's sent me. Right, put that on there like that. Oh, need a bloody... I was going to try and thread nothing on then. And you're putting that on the end of it. Man, this is going to be good. Oh, don't cross-thread that, you moron. Right. Oh, I do need to get an air filter. I need to get an air filter for it. Well, I've got an air filter. I just need to get a foam. But I've got one I can put on it. I've got a temp scale, couple of temp scale ones laying around somewhere. I could even just put that one on it. Look, I got that off the Rush. Be better than having nothing on it. Put that on it for now. This little engine runs the nuts when it does run. It really does. It's a lovely little engine. Really, really good. Didn't have a whole lot of use, really, to be fair. Didn't really have a whole lot of use at all. Put that over there. So, please put in the comments, have you got one of these? Have you ever had one of these? You know, these are... Well, it always made me chuckle because when you got this, you got a little a videotape, a VHS videotape. DVDs hadn't really been invented back then. Don't know when this was, early 2000s probably. DVDs weren't really a thing or about really, so it come in a VHS tape and told you all the instructions, how to build it and all that, and the first run and all that, but there was no mention, nothing. I mean, this is a Kyosho, it's a proper brand, Japanese brand, you know, proper brand, as we all know. There was no mention, even in the magazine, from my memory. I think some of you probably will correct me, but even in the magazine, there was no mention of any type of running in. It was just fire it up and go. And the bloke built it in this video, fired it up, and that was it. It was flat out around the field. It's funny. I suppose because they got to appeal to people. If they start going, well, you got to start it up and then you got to leave it to tick over for 2 tanks of fuel. And then what you got to do is you got to drive it very, very slowly around a car park. And then you got to drive it a little bit faster, but still quite slow. Yeah, people are just going to get bored. They're going to go, don't want that. So that's probably why they're just like, nah, fire it up and go flat out, you'll be fine. Let's put this on. This is the last piece of the puzzle now. My friends, old Johnny boy, this is the last piece of the puzzle. Sorry, calm down, calm down. Are we calm? Good. I need a little Allen key. Oh no. Oh, don't tell me I haven't got a bloody... I snapped the end off of it, didn't I? Oh no, what's this one? That's 1.5, that should fit. What? What's going on here? Oh. Painful when you do that, isn't it? Not as painful when you get one of them in your hand, though, is it, eh? I'm going to need a smaller Allen of keys, man. Have we got any smaller Allen of keys? Have we got any 1 mils? 3 mil? Oh no, I need a bloody... Where's it? Where? Ah, what have we got here? Ah, we might have one in here. Come here. What's this one? That'll do the trick. Look at that. Oh man, it's perfect. Oh, it's not. Oh, it come off though. I think that grub screw's got a little bit of peanut butter in it. So that needs to go through there. Well, before it goes through there. Oh no, you stupid cock. That's alright, I'll just have to take the servo horn off. But I wonder if I can put that through there. And then, nah. The servo horn. The horny horn is going to have to come off. The horny horn. I probably might have to reset it anyway. Not reset it, but like readjust it maybe. I don't know. I can't remember if I've ever taken it off before. But there's only one way to find out. And you know what that is? That's to just go ahead and do it. Go ahead. I'd never say that. Go ahead. Where have I got that from? Is it one of you lot poisoning me with your funny words? That goes on there. Come on. Are you serious, eh? Are you serious? That's you. That's you, that is. Johnny boy. What? What's going on? Well, that can't be right. No, it's upside down. You can't see what's going on here, can you? There's some sort of witch's sorcery going on here. And it's all gone Pete Tong. That needs to go in that second one, right? And that... God, what the bloody... I've never bloody had so much trouble putting a holy horn on before. That goes in there. Right. So that's... Yeah, we'll put two at the same time. There we go. God, it's like bloody Alfred Hitchcock. That goes on there. That goes on there. That goes in there like that. That gets done up. Yes. Ha-ha. Now we're well away. Now we're well away. Do that up. This is it. We're at that. Oh, we're there. We're there. Don't fall at the last hurdle, Orinoco. Orinoco, did you hear me? I said don't fall at the last hurdle. Right. That needs to... So that needs to be set. Right, so that's brakes. Right, so that's tick over. So that little bit, bloody hell, that little bit of fuel pipe needs to be on the other side. Right, bear with me. Right, we've got two bits, because I couldn't be bothered to take it apart again to get that one bit there. I know what you're saying. I can hear you. I can hear you all, alright? Shouting down that bloody... shouting down there. I can hear you all. What's this one here? That's a better one. Got a runny nose. That's a better one. Let's take that one off. And we'll use this one. It's not the one, but it's one, you know. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. God, bloody talk about cock-handed. Who is? I don't know. You? I'm not bloody cock-handed. Am I? You bloody well are. Oh, sorry. Can't help it. Right. There we go. Yes! Oh, mate. Unbelievable. We're together. That's it. That is it. It's done. All I need, I haven't got a shell for it. But all I need is a shell. And that's it. Oh, I've got to put the body posts on. But I haven't got a shell anyway, so we'll save them for another day. But that's it. Oh, yes. Let me get a battery. We'll use this one. I don't know where the transmitter's gone. I'll probably get it for dinner one day or something. I'll go and get one in a minute. We'll put this on. God, man, this is unbelievable. It's actually done. It's actually there. Let's put this battery in here. Like that. Yep. This is going to be incredible, you lot. Yep, that's on. This is going to be probably the most incredible thing you've ever seen. I know, that's a big thing to think about. And I know it's, you know, it makes you tremble, right? I know it does. You haven't got to tell me. I know it makes you bloody tremble, but you know, what can I say? Oh, I've got no bloody batteries in it. Hang about. Right, got my batteries in it. Let's turn that on. What do I need? Model select. How do I know what model I put it on now? I can't bloody remember now. Roven? No. Oh no, I can't remember. Might be MTA. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, it works. Throttle, yep. Brakes, yes. works! Bloody works! Oh, yes! Let's fire it up. Let's fire it up, you lot. There's nitro in that tank. It's been in there probably for about a year, I'm going to say. You lot will know if you watch this often. You'll know when I last got this running. I think it was, well, at least 6 months ago. At least. I think it was more because I think it was the summer of 2024. So it's not quite a year, but a bit more than that probably. That's probably all jelly in there. Yeah, that's probably all jelly. So let's get that out of there and get my little pipe. Now, can you see that? Can you see that little pipe there? Zoom her in a little bit there. You ready? Now it's clean nitro. Put that on. Hopefully it's not blocked up the tankerage. Full throttle. Oh, that pipe's come off. Put that pipe on. Full throttle. I think we've got a little bit of a blockerage. I might have to get some compressed air and try and blow it through. Oh, bloody pipe come off again. Bear with me, bear with me. Ah, it went in that time. It blew it through. Happy days. Let's go. Let's see what we get. I reckon it. Oh, sorry, left you zoomed in. Happy bloody days, man. Happy bloody days. Here we go. I'm going to turn it. No, I'm not going to have it this way. It's a bit awkward for me, but. Huh. I'm going to have to go around this way. Let's put a little bit of. Oh, whoa! Too much. Perfect. Flood, flood, flood. Flood, flood, flood. Flood, flood, flood. Far too flooded. Here we go, here we go. Woo! Go in a minute. How beautiful is that? It's been a while. It's been a while since it ran. I don't think it's getting, yeah, it's not getting, oh, that smells funny. That smells like petrol. Not bloody nitro, it's probably got petrol in it. Oh, that pipe's come off again. I don't think it's getting much of it. I want it to run for a little bit longer. And then I've got to go indoors and have some dinner. Oh my God. Go. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. I love it. Beautiful. I can't wait to go and give it a test drive. It's going to be great. All I've got to do is find myself a shell for it. I'm no good at painting shells. Well, to be honest, I can't be bothered. I'm just no good at it. And so, if I can find a pre-painted shell for it that's already got the right holes in it and everything like that, I'll get hold of one of those, and then that'll be that. And then, well, I can give it a test drive before then, but then happy bloody days. Thank you very much, Mr. James Hubble. And on that note, thank you to all of you for being here. Have we zoomed in a little bit? And finally got that one up and running. So there we go. If you like that, great. Think about sticking around. What I normally do is get old Nitro cars, ones that would normally go in the bin bin in people's lofts or on wardrobes, under beds, in sheds, barns in some cases. We've had ones full of horsehair, haven't we? Horsehair and manure and all kinds of stuff. Get them going and put them back out on the market. You know, keep the old Nitro thing going, keep the old ones about, because no one wants to see them going in the bin if they're all good and fine and dandy. So there we go. One Kyosho Pure 10 Alpha, back up and running. Test drive probably coming soon. Probably not, because I probably just won't be able. I'll just run out of time. But hopefully, treat people nicely and treat people how you'd like to be treated, and we should all have a nice happy life. And yes, there are some more T-Max's Will It Runs coming up, but it's all for a good cause. So I know some of you are enjoying it and some of you are getting a bit fed up, but listen, there's going to be loads of test drives of them as well. It's not all going to be on the bench Will It Runs, but I need to see if they're all going and if they'll run, and so we might as well all do it together. So there we go. And you never know, you might decide you want to buy one. Here we are.